recently deceased babies and children, and then take samples and even limbs, each collected without notification or permission of the more than 1,500 grieving families. The world only woke up to the horrific scientific history of Project Sunshine half a century later. What the hell? They were stealing body parts of young children and young people. That's messed up. Conspiracy 2. Bad booze. During Prohibition, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking. I've heard this in the past. The truth. Manufacturers of industrial alcohol had been mixing their product with dangerous chemicals for years prior to Prohibition. But between 1926 and 1933, the federal government pushed manufacturers to use stronger poisons to discourage bootleggers from turning the alcohol into moonshine. That didn't stop the bootleggers or their customers, and by the end of Prohibition, more than 10,000 Americans had been killed by tainted booze. Much of the illegal booze was sold in infamous night spots called speakeasies, so called from the practice of speaking quietly about such a place in public or when inside it, so as not to alert the police and neighbours. Be careful what you drink. The next one, the First Lady who ran the United States. Conspiracy. A stroke rendered United States President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, and his wife surreptitiously stepped in. The truth. Wilson did suffer a debilitating stroke towards the end of his presidency, but the government felt it was in the country's best interest to keep things quiet. The public didn't learn about the stroke for months, during which time his wife Edith Wilson was making most of the decisions. Wow, interesting. First woman American president. Sorry, Hillary, you wouldn't have been the first woman if you'd won it. Government mind control. The CIA was testing LSD and other hallucinogenic drugs on Americans in a top secret experiment on behaviour modification. Wow. The truth, the program was known as MK Ultra, and it was real. The CIA started by using volunteers. The novelist Ken Kesey was one notable subject, but the program soon began dosing people without their knowledge. MK Ultra left many victims permanently mentally disabled. At the present time, another drug that alters food and perception and is causing great public concern because of its harmful effects is meth. They're putting meth in food. Watch your McDonald's. Next time you have a Kit Kat sandwich like I'm going to have later on, watch what you're eating. There might be methamphetamine in there. Wow. Call Walt, call Jesse, get the Breaking Bad team on the case right now. Better call Saul. Hello Saul, I need an oil right now. You just never know who's watching y'all. Next one. The Dalai Lama is a CIA agent. Wow. The truth. Perhaps the reason the Dalai Lama is smiling in all those photos has something to do with the six-figure salary he pulled down from the US government during the 60s. Let's have a look at him, quick time. There's the Dalai Lama. I've got all Cafe Father and all walking down the drive. According to declassified intelligence documents, he earned $180,000 in connection with the CIA's funding of the Tibetan resistance to the tune of $1.7 million per year. The idea was to disrupt and hamper China's infrastructure. The Dalai Lama is believed to have the power to choose the body into which he is reincarnated, meaning that the current Dalai Lama is a reincarnation of the last. Today, millions of people across all religions believe in reincarnation, so he's just switching bodies each time he dies. I'll have that one, I'll have that one, I'll have that one, and making all this money from the US government. The Dalai Lama is one rich bitch, very rich. The FBI was spying on former Beatle John Lennon. The truth, they most certainly were. Like many counterculture heroes, Lennon was considered a threat. Anti-war songs like Give Peace a Chance didn't exactly endear former Beatle John Lennon to the Nixon administration. In 1970, Information Service tried to deport him a year later. In 1957, John Lennon and Paul McCartney met at a party in Walton, just yards away from their meeting place was the grave of Eleanor Rigby. A bizarre coincidence or not? And if you still have records from that time, you may bag a few quid. Well, everyone's got records from back then, haven't they? So, next one. With the advances of technology, the government is using its vast resources to track it. Well, come on, we know they're tracking us. In your phones, you've got tracking devices. In the air, all around you, they're tracking you. They're watching you. When you go for a poo, they're watching you. When you go to the shop, they're watching you. When you walk down the street, they're watching you. They're everywhere. Everywhere you look, you are being watched. Like that. Watching you all the time. You're never alone. E.T. wanted to go home. Why? Because he wasn't alone. Believe it. The truth, in 2016, government agencies sent 49,868 requests for user data to Facebook, 27,850 to Google, and 9,076 to Apple, according to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the EFFF, a major non-profit organisation that defends civil liberties in the digital world and advises the public on matters of internet privacy. If you're concerned about your internet privacy, we asked technology experts to give us a lowdown on the likelihood you are being watched through your computer camera. They said, very likely. Right now I'm recording, I'm probably being watched by the government. Right, we've gone through 6 or through 7. I'm going to leave this one because that still looks a bit boring. Let's have a look at the next one. If we can turn the page quick enough. For decades, tobacco companies buried evidence that smoking is deadly. At the beginning of the 1950s, research was showing an indisputable statistical link between smoking and lung cancer. But it wasn't until the late 90s that Philip Morris even admitted that smoking could cause cancer. The benefits of quitting smoking are huge. Food tastes better. Where? Kit Kat sandwiches taste better, baby. Your mouth feels fresher. And most importantly, your risk of tobacco related disease drops significantly. Duh. Here is more. Oh, okay. Yes, just for your knowledge, smoking is bad. Don't smoke. I've never smoked in my life. That's a lie. I tried it once, it didn't work. Haha. I mentioned E.T. and here we go. E.T. is buried in the desert of New Mexico. E.T. didn't go home. He went to Mexico to get some hash. Whew. The truth, this one is real. The Atari video game E.T. the Extraterrestrial failed so miserably that the company buried unsold cartridges in a desert landfill. Wait, what did you think we meant? Real aliens in New Mexico? Not yet. Anyway, it is not easy to bury things forever. If you're brave enough, take a look. Oh, it's just talking about other stuff. Okay, so E.T. didn't actually go to Mexico and get high with his brethren. No, he did go home up there because he knew we was watching him. He knew the government was watching all the time. Right, guys, that's me done for today. I told you it'd be short, sweet and short. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do the rest of these conspiracy